Good day, beloveds. Good day. I wasn't planning on doing a live today, but then I realized that it is the first day of the 10th month, and the days are getting shorter and shorter, and pretty soon Winter Solstice will be here. We have 21 days. And as I mentioned before in the last video, it takes 21 days, they say, to set a habit. Either to break a habit or make a new habit. So I figured, why not come on, do an I Ching reading for today to get us started on this here in the Northern Hemisphere. Darkest month of the year, before the new light is born. It is 6:37 a.m. Eastern Time. So I believe that would be like what, 0600, 0637, something like that. So this is Tamarangina, Priestess Heart, here to help you start your day off in a good direction. And the I Ching we're going to use today is from the Tao Oracle by Ma Padma Devi. So I'm going to shuffle this deck for us and pull an I Ching. And hopefully I will not awaken others in the house in doing so. It is still very dark outside, and it is hunting season here in Pennsylvania. So all the hunters are off in the woods and their tree stands, waiting for that perfect buck. 10-pointer, 8-pointer, what have you. Okay. Let's get a card here. Okay. So here is our card. Hexagram number 63. Completion. Final attainment. Victory. A crescendo. A job well done. Perfection. Peak performance. Prudence. Wow, what a wonderful way to start off this upcoming 21 days. So we're going to take a look in Benabel Wynn's translation of the I Ching, number 63. And it says, you remember we have 64 hexagrams. And I've never shown this before, but always pay homage to the Lady of the Ninth Heaven. And her invocation is Namo Jo Tian Xuan Nu. She is the patron of divination. So 63 is after the ending. And it is water bagua over fire. YiJing. So we're going to look at water. So water is very interesting. It is two feminine lines, two yin lines, with a yang line sandwiched in between. Great depths, being submerged into the depths, strong movement or momentum, the moon, lunar forces. And speaking of the moon, we have the new moon in 5 days and 19 hours. Exercise caution, potential for danger, profundity, the occulted, the esoteric, unseen terrestrial energies. YiJing, The element is water. YiJing. Direction north. Cardinal winter. Spring equinox. Career life aspect. Career trajectory. Life path. Medically, it's related to the ear, hair, kidney, bladder, bones, marrow, blood, body fluids, lower abdomen, stagnant toxins, bacteria, viruses, poisons, phobias, and fears. Chakra, solar plexus chakra. Animal, the pig or boar. Also the tortoise. Archetype, the pilgrim, the seeker. And the immortal is Li Dia Guai, patron of healers, medical doctors, physicians, and is invoked for helping the poor and the downtrodden. Okay, and our next Bagua is, let's see, what did I say that was? I think it's, memory just escapes me, so we're going to go back. Fire. So water over fire. It's almost like two diametrically opposed energies there. Because as we know, water can extinguish fire and fire can boil and evaporate water. Oh, we already did the water. Let's go to fire. There we go. Li. Fire. And interesting, just as I said, it's diametrically opposed, whereas the water Bagua is two yin lines. Welcome. Good morning, Crone Woman Walking, and everybody please check out Crone Woman Walking, where do we go? Crone Woman Walking YouTube channel. She's got a wonderful little channel there, and she is the Queen Mother of Runes. So please check her out. Let's see. Okay, I will raise my voice. So as I mentioned before, the water is two yin lines with the yang in the middle, and then fire is completely opposite, two yang lines with yin in the middle. Radiance. I apologize if the volume is a little bit low. I was keeping my voice down. I didn't want to awaken others in the house. Radiance, eminence, innovation, cultivation, giving light, illumination, perspicacity, clarity, rapid movement, the sun, clinging, dependent, intellect, logic. YiJing is fire. The element is fire. Direction, south. And as we remember, water direction is north. Season, cardinal summer, autumn equinox, life aspect, ambition, honor, fame, reputation, which goes right hand in hand with life path and career trajectory of the Bagua of water. Medically, small intestine, cardiovascular system, autoimmune, metabolic. The chakra is the heart chakra. And let's check that out again. The water, the chakra, is the solar plexus. Okay. The animal is the pheasant or the phoenix. The archetype is the general or the minister. The immortal is Lu Dongbin, patron of scholars, the literati, healers, high magic, and invoked for banishing and exorcisms. And we're going to look at Benabel Wen's translation of 63. Of course, Ma Padma Devi has it as completion, and then Benabel Wen has it after the ending. The sage anticipates possible misfortunes and pitfalls before advancing to best protect the people. Think about the consequences that your actions may have on others. A noble leader puts the people's welfare before self-interest. It would be great if our politicians did that today. You have done what you have done. The matter now is what happens next. It is the time after an ending and at the start of a new beginning. And as I mentioned before, we are 5 days before a new moon, a new beginning. So take the next 5 days to focus on balancing that water and that fire. Call upon the illustrious ancestor. When it comes to receiving favor from the divine, the extravagance of your offerings do not matter. It is the sincerity of your heart and the piety that matters more. So there you go. So 63 I'm looking at is all about balancing. Again, you have that fire element and that water element, one which could easily extinguish the others as you are attempting to distinguish yourself. And now we are in Brian Brown Walker's I Ching interpretation. Chi Chi, 63, Chi Chi, after completion. Good fortune unfolds for those who remain on guard against inferior influences. So as we journey into the next 21 days till we reach Winter Solstice, let's take this time to guard against our own inferior influences, our negative habits. Let's turn them into positive habits. Again, 3 weeks, 21 days to affect change. This hexagram indicates that the movement from chaos to order is complete. The time is extremely favorable, and you are likely to enjoy much success as long as you heed the warning of Chi Chi. Remain on guard against incorrect thoughts, attitudes, and actions, both in yourself and others. Welcome, Pavel. So as we be on guard against inferior influences, in yourself first, because once you're able to set aside your own insecurities, your own issues, you're better able to have, let's say, proper boundaries. You're better able to, recognize what you will allow or disallow from the behaviors of those closest to you. And again, that is a way of balancing the water element as well as the fire element. We arrive in beneficial situations by following the path of correct conduct. When we have achieved success or are close to it, it is in our nature to want to relax and allow the ego to bask in glory. If you revert to this sort of carelessness now, you will undo all that you have worked to build. It is important not to become indifferent to spiritual details at this time. If a thought or action even borders on incorrectness, discard it and return to the path of the sage immediately. 1 minute we dip our toe in incorrectness, the next minute we are swimming in it, and the next we drown. Therefore, it is wiser to simply keep our toes dry in the first place. You are also counseled to remain alert to inferior influences in others. You can only prevent misfortunes by anticipating them in advance, and this is achieved through watchfulness. And if you recall, I think it was Thursday. I believe it was Thursday that the goddess oracle card that we pulled was Tara. And remember what Tara represented? She represented centering. Yes, that is going within to your own center of the universe. And from there, understanding your center and your own energies, you're better able to understand the energies of the universe, and you're better able to understand the energies of those around you. And again, that is a balancing of the water and the fire. You are also counseled to remain alert to inferior influences in others. You can only prevent misfortunes by anticipating them in advance, and this is achieved through watchfulness. The image of Chi is that of a kettle of water boiling over a fire. There is great power here. It is lost, but it is lost if one allows the water to boil over or evaporate through carelessness and indifference. Alertness and conscientiousness, adherence to what is correct are called for if you wish to prolong your good fortune now. So there you go. As I was reading this, I just realized my fourth son, when he was little, from, say, the moment he was able to talk, up until about 3 years old, he called my second son Chi, which is really interesting. So as we take a look at Chi after completion, remember balancing that water and fire. And if you have just the right balance, you're able to enjoy the success, enjoy the endeavors that you have completed. And only through staying alert, centered, and balanced. So here you go. I'm Tama Regina, Priestess Heart. This morning we shared in the energies of pulling our I Ching for the beginning of this next 21-day phase before Winter Solstice. So here is your work. Keep your water and your fire element balanced. Water, your emotions. Remember, water in the tarot, water represents emotions, and fire, your intellect, your passion, your creativity. Okay. So thank you for joining us today, and I do apologize for the low volume. I'm trying to keep my volume down, as I mentioned before, so as not to disturb others in the house. And welcome, Paloma. Welcome. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. And please remember to thumbs up this video. Please share the video. Please hit the subscribe button below and notification bell for when I have other videos, as well as interview conversations. And if you're interested in a one-on-one session, please check the description box below, and you can visit my website at www.tamuingina.com. Yes, Pavel. Exactly. Always, Pavel, your great way of summing it up. Walking the middle path the next 21 days. As Pavel said, walking the middle path the next 21 days. So as that light, or, we're making that descent into the underworld, excavating our insecurities, all of the inferior influences, understanding the superior influences, so that when we come out on the other side and that sun, that star, that brightness, that light within us begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter, we are off for a good start. I wish you peace and great bliss, beloved. Thank you. Until next time, keep going.